got a bathroom? Want to go to the bathroom? Y'all ain't used to me being home during the day. Oh yeah. Yep. I don't know if I'm gonna go filming here. Guess I'm gonna try though. Damn. What a mess. Yikes. Do the lights even still work in here? Okay. There's a light. Oh man, back when I was drinking soda and stuff. Man, it's been a long time, boy. Been a long time. Did I leave you on? Ah, you got battery. That's a good sign. Okay. Maybe. Can't even imagine what the background's gonna look like with all this shit back here. I ain't gonna be able to key nothing out, that's for sure. One more. I don't know, man. Look at Aggie. Aggie's just sitting there. Hey, it's been a while. Certainly has. What do you say we film a video and talk about some things? God, that sounded just so cringe. Oh well. Okay, take the handheld off. Put the. Bear with me. I want to make this real, uncut, no filter, no cap, whatever that means. Ball cap. Hold on, it's gonna get a little staticky. I'm grabbing the mic. All right, here we go. Yep, you're right there. Okay, get you out of the way. Don't want the wire. Don't want the wire all in the way now. I should leave it like that, like looking straight through the ring light. That actually might not be a bad look. Bear with me, I'm talking to myself. You guys don't go getting muddy now. Please don't. Here we go. Oh man, now I'm getting dirty. Son of a gun. I ain't trying to get all dirty now. All right, bear with me. I'm switching to better audio. Switching to better audio. Switching to better audio. Actually, we got to test that one more time. Switching to better audio. Sounds about right. Hit the old record. Everything. Oh shoot. Everything working? Wowzers. Might need to point that directional guy just a little bit right there. Okay, that don't look bad. Don't mind the mess in the background. Maybe we zoom in a little bit. Damn, Joe, what happened? My God, I haven't seen you in a long time. Oh shit, I can actually zoom in and get all the bullshit out the way so we can key this money in right now. Hope we can. Hope we can. I want to be back a little bit though. Actually, there's a major shadow right there. And I don't know what's causing it. It's going to be right there, and that's going to be a bitch to key out. But maybe if we turn, nope, that's not going to get rid of it. Okay, well, there's a chair sitting right here, so that would probably explain it. Crypto's in the toilet. Thank God I'm not invested in that right now. I can't even remember the last time that I filmed a video for AfterPrisonShow. Let's actually look. Well, it says 1 month ago on my phone, but I feel like it's been longer than that. The last video that I shared with you guys here was reacting to prison items being sold on Facebook Marketplace. That video got 27,000 views and 1.7 thousand likes. Hey, thank you. If I look at the analytics, they're going to be rough. I haven't looked at them in for wow. In the last month, we've lost 386 subscribers here, which, you know, to be fair, we haven't uploaded in God knows how long. Well, a month. I just said that. And you know, real quick as I begin this, little information to share with you. I got a lot of stuff I'll be talking to you guys about in this video. Gosh almighty, it's been a year, close to a year at the very least. You know, every day, every month, we lose subscribers, even when I was uploading constantly and continuously. And whether that be because people just are tired of me, don't like me anymore, like, why the hell did I subscribe to this channel in the first place? Hey, this isn't what I signed up for. Whatever the case is, you know, we were constantly losing subscribers, so, you know, there was that. But whatever. After Prison Show had certainly reached the point of peaking out. You know, could it have been saved? Wait, don't let me start talking like the could-haves, because that means it's over. I don't know what it is at this point, but I got, like I said, a lot of things that I want to share with you guys. I've been gone for a while, obviously working on flip houses, and I got a whole nother YouTube channel called Joe Does Stuff. Some of you guys rock with me over there. Some of you guys probably haven't seen me in so long, and I hope I look totally different. I am totally different. I've been working out now for 13 weeks. I'm on the ass end of 13 weeks. I started this health journey, I guess, at 275 is how much I weighed. I've been as low as 240. Just yesterday I was 240. Today I'm 242. I've lost over 30 pounds in, 13, almost 14 weeks. I also fast every day from 8 o'clock at night till 12 noon the next day. I, for the most part, watch my calorie intake. I work out every single day. I run almost every single day as well, if I can run. A lot of times it's weather, or a lot of times we're just way too busy. I can barely even fit the workout in. But even with everything that I've been doing, I have been able to lose 30 plus pounds. And I share that first and foremost because this shirt that I'm wearing right here, this is one of my best shirts. And I've got like 3 of these shirts. They're just either XL talls or large talls. And you know, I loved to be able to film in these shirts in the past, but it got to the point where I couldn't film videos because the buttons were separating so much. Folks, look at this. This is a fitted shirt at that, and it's loose on me. Mind you, the buttons used to be busting at the seams. People would make comments, Joe, what are you, pregnant? You know, you're looking crazy. I've lost a lot of weight. I feel really good about that, and I'm continuing. I want to get down to about 230. We'll see. 240, I'm starting to feel a little crazy. But anyways, enough about that. Wanted to share that information with you guys first and foremost. It's been a while. Man, it's been a while. Over a month since the last video that I shared with you guys, but not since the last video that I filmed. There was a whole nother video that I was getting ready to share with you guys. I came real close, boy. Whew, I came real close. And that video is titled, Not Sure If This Is Goodbye, but It Sure Feels Like It Is. I filmed that video also 1 month ago. And I don't want to share that video with you now. Not for the fact that I'm still not sure if this is goodbye or not, but more so because on the day that I filmed that video, that was a very emotionally charged day, to say the very least. I'm crying in the video. Me and my wife had just gone through, or just, we're beginning round number 5 of the IVF journey. What a rough day that was. And then not to mention, and I'm just going to throw this out here,
I was just becoming aware of, because people always tell me they, whatever, of the whole Banky going on No Jumper and saying, hey, how did you get started in videos? Oh, there was some guy who was paying me $100 an hour to film videos. Yeah, and when I filmed the video, I'm going to address that situation the same way that I'm going to address it here. No drama at all, or none intended. Like, it is what it is, and I really don't care now. Did care then. Had a conversation with Banky after the fact, like, hey, am I wearing lipstick? I just want to know, am I wearing lipstick? Derek, for real. It's only business, Georgie. It's only business. It's exactly how that entire situation felt like. I would share with Banky that I was very disappointed in the fact that, he didn't mention me or After Prison Show. And I guess Banky has become pretty successful. I say I guess because I haven't kept up with anybody, and, no shot about that. I just don't have time. And more on that moving forward. I don't want to make this super long. Joe, you're a little all over the place. You all right? It's been a while since I filmed a video like this. So forgive me. I may be a little rough around the edges and jacked up on coffee because I can't eat nothing until 12 o'clock. I would have a conversation with Banky after that situation came out, and he would tell me, hey, Joe, look, I haven't talked to you in months. I didn't know where we stood. I said, Banky, we were always good. There was never any issues between us, and I went on with a few other things. Nothing bad, just whatever. Not going to make a big deal of the situation, but it did hurt my feelings. It did hurt my feelings, just to be honest. Joe, you a thug. You ain't supposed to have no feelings. That did hurt me, just a little bit. And like I said, in the video that I filmed that I'm not sharing, I wasn't crying because of that. I was crying because I didn't, I was at a point where I just wanted to say goodbye. That's probably the best thing to do at this point. Probably still the best thing to do at this point. There's people who come over to Joe Does Stuff, which is where you can certainly find me on a regular, if you're not following me there now. But there's people who would come over and say, Joe, you need to film that final video for After Prison Show. You owe it to everybody to tell them goodbye. You're probably right about that. I don't know necessarily that I want this to be goodbye. Do you know how hard it is to say goodbye to something that you created? You helped to pave the way for so many others, yada, yada. And you know what? There are so many others now, and good for them. My time on After Prison Show and my after prison genre saga has, in some regards, run its course. I've got no more prison stories to share with you guys. And I don't want to, even if I did. Like, my life is so far separated from prison as it should be. And if anything, at this point, After Prison Show is just that. It is after prison. Maybe it's a show. If it was to continue. And I've got more on that. God, I hope I remember all of this, more on that I've been mentioning. Slow it down a little bit. Hey, you probably can't hear that out there, but there's still literally construction going on in front of my house. I got a brand new F-250 sitting out there. They better be not nowhere near that. No flex. Just one. You may not know. I got a new truck. Got Old Blue, and I got the Fordaroo. Banky went on No Jumper. He didn't share anything about After Prison Show. He said, hey, look, I didn't know where we stood at. And, I didn't want it to be a thing like, he said he didn't want me to be mad that he even mentioned me, which, again, we clarified and cleared the air. There was never any static, just, I had lost contact. I was moving on. He was moving on. The last time that, when we parted ways, everything was pleasant and peachy as it should be. And that's all I ever wanted. Too many situations in the past ended messed up. Blame put on me. Blame should be put on drug addiction. I don't want to say drug addicts. I don't even want to make fun of drug addicts anymore. I've done that. That's not right to do. Whatever. But good for Banky. In the end, that's the last that I want to say about it. Just good for him, and I wish him nothing but success. That's awesome that he got an opportunity to go on No Jumper. I've been knowing about No Jumper since I've been doing YouTube. And what an awesome platform for him to get even more exposure for himself. Speaking of No Jumper, another prison YouTuber would go on his show. Jake 1090, a dude that I don't really know much about. Damn sure didn't know he was making $600,000 a year in YouTube, and good for it, dude. Damn, I thought I was doing all right. I was nowhere even near. Wow. $600,000 a year in YouTube? Hey, man, Jake, a very special shout out to you for crushing it after prison first and foremost. But also, hey, man, thanks for the shout out. A lot of people reached out to me about that as well. And, man, I can't do nothing but be honored to be mentioned like that. So thank you very much. That was very cool. Moving on. What the hell else do I want to share with you guys here? I don't know if this is goodbye. I really don't want it to be goodbye, but I don't know necessarily what else I would do here. Except for one thing. Man, they're sounding awfully close in front of my house. I've thought about doing like a weekly live stream show here on After Prison Show, just a way to be able to keep in contact with you guys and, give you guys updates if you don't really rock with the flip houses and, don't really care about the Joe Does Stuff channel, and no, issue with that at all, but maybe a little weekly live show where we could talk about certain things. I mean, you just had that big prison escape in Alabama with the correctional officer who blew her brains out behind that situation. Such a messed up situation all the way around the board. Could offer a little banter in regards to that. So I thought about something like that. Maybe kicking the Bobo-esque, but here on YouTube. Except, I don't know. So that's what I'm thinking in relation to moving forward with After Prison Show. Just to say, hey, man, I'm still alive. I'm still not dead yet. I had heard through the grapevine, somebody had messaged me and said, Joe, I just want to make sure you're still alive. Somebody was commenting on Lockdown's live stream saying that you had gotten murdered. Why would you spread such horrible falsehoods? I just think, Jesus, man, some people just really, really hate me. And I'm sure I've done it to myself, One other thing that I mentioned in the video that I just don't want to share because it's just too emotional, were like the mistakes that I made along the way. Did I mess this whole thing up? Did I kill After Prison Show? If you think about while I was still actively uploading videos, trying to come back numerous times, trying to bounce back, it never really was working. Yeah, we might get like 30,000 views, and I don't want to make this about the views, but if you do YouTube, it's about the views. But more than that, we were still steadily losing subscribers, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, and that's a big deal. That kind of goes to show you, damn, like no matter what you're trying to do, it just ain't working. And what was working for After Prison Show, and people have even mentioned, Joe, you should just get back to doing the interviews. Get back to trying to help people. And I gotta be honest with you, I don't never want to really go down that path again. I'm not saying that you shouldn't help people. And hell, even on my other channel, Joe Does Stuff, I was just helping, a family member yesterday. But for me personally, it never really panned out. Well, if there's always an issue, we got to look at the root of the issue. You're probably right. Maybe it was me all the time. Maybe I am the one that put that meth pipe in everybody's hand. No jokes. Just, come on, man. I don't think that I was the right guy for that. And of course, I wanted to try to be that guy. But I just wasn't. Everything would always end up as a shit show. And that sucked. Don't want to name names, but, we can pretty much name everybody at this point. Pretty much. Pretty much. Did I fuck this whole thing up? I probably did. But if I did, at least I showed the world, the entire prison genre, who watched me explode on the scene, probably while most of them were still locked up, waiting to come home, waiting for their opportunity. But if I did mess the whole thing up, at least I showed everybody what you probably ought not do, right? Hey, make it your thing. Make it your commentary, your personality that people really want to latch onto. And After Prison Show, I wanted it to be that. Absolutely. Of course you want to be the star of your own show. But this wasn't the Joe Show, even though some people would say, Joe thinks it's the Joe Show. And, a lot of times it was the Joe Show when I was doing the skits and I was doing the videos, just me in front, like me telling stories or me sharing prison-related news stories. I fucked that up too. I should have really just called it the true crime, because I've heard that that's what quite a few other people have ventured off into, the true crime genre. I'm not bitter at all. Of course, you would have wished, anybody who does this, who becomes successful doing this, would wish that it would always be here, but you have to be realistic and realize it's not going to always be. I mean, maybe it does. Maybe you go from this to television to a book deal. There's probably ways that you can keep the longevity going with this for boxing. I think about the Pauls. And because I always knew that this wasn't going to be here forever, and because I was always watching the slow decline of After Prison Show, sadly, I knew I had to venture into other things, and I wanted to. I think of all the business ventures that I started trying to help people with work, moving companies, cleaning business, moped rental service, and then ultimately getting into flipping houses. I found a real passion for that. I really have. And I've met some incredible people. Even if I haven't met them in person, I've met some incredible mentors who are crushing it in real estate, who motivate me and want to help me. And I found a wheelhouse that I really want to be a part of. I've been working toward my Class A contractor's license. I've passed all the tests in relation to that. I've got everything that I need to get ready to go in front of the board and explain myself, because you got to get your criminal history, which I've just gotten a couple of weeks ago from the state police, and that joint is quite extensive. You got to submit your criminal history if you've got a criminal record to become a licensed contractor, and they don't have to approve you. But anyways, getting off track. I found a real passion doing stuff, hence the fact Joe does stuff. Hence the fact that I learned that, if you have a channel, it's a good idea to make it about yourself, because, if you make it about a bunch of other people, like After Prison Show was, that whole help kumbaya wheelhouse, when shit starts going wrong, it almost becomes like a snowball effect. Everything will go wrong. It will always go wrong, and you will always be left holding the bag looking like the dumbass in the end. It's all your fault. So did I mess this whole thing up? I did. With the help of everybody else who had an axe to grind with me. But, I really enjoy renovating homes. I've just recently finished my 4th flip house. I'm looking at a fucking mansion right now to get ready to flip. John Chapman, who's been featured here on After Prison Show, locked up for selling Disney World tickets. He is crushing it, flipping houses. I've done 4. He's done, gosh almighty, 10, 11, 15. I don't even know. The man is killing it. And he's one of those mentors that I have, just an awesome, inspirational person for my next chapter in the chapter that I'm currently embarking upon. And, I don't know how long I'll be able to do that with the housing market, being in limbo. I mean, it's still doing well. Not only did I just recently finish my 4th flip house, I've got it under contract and it's getting ready to be sold. So I'm doing all that. And I'm doing all that with Joe Does Stuff. There's a website, there's a Facebook page, there's a lot. There's merch, there's all sorts of shit going on. And if you rock with me, well, I hope you'll rock with me over there. If you want more and you miss me. Does anybody miss me? I laugh, but that's only to stop the tears, because I wonder to myself, maybe they don't. Maybe most people would just like to see After Prison Show go away. And I question whether or not that's the right thing to do. Should this be goodbye? And like I said, it's a hard thing to let go of. And because of that, I would like to do like the weekly live streams. So hopefully if I do that, that will be something that you guys will tune into and enjoy. And I'll keep you guys updated through those about what's going on and try to entertain you with those as well. I think back to how I wrapped up that video that I'm not going to share, and oh God, I couldn't even get through it. Oh man, it was a lot of tears, man, a lot of tears. But it shouldn't be something to cry about. It should be something to look back at and say, man, what a hell of a ride this joint was. It may have went down in a ball of flames with everybody that I tried to help, but in the heat of the moment, while helping the people that we helped, man, those were the kumbaya feel-good moments that you can't never take away. I don't care about how it would turn out in the end, at least in that moment, those moments. After Prison Show was doing some real good, was a part of some real change, or at least trying to be a part of some real change. I am beyond grateful for all of this, for all of you, especially all of you who are actually watching this video. It's you who watch this video who I owe this to the most. That 1.39 million subscribers means nothing. It's a number that don't mean shit. Those are people who have come and gone for the most part. And no disrespect or discredit to them. They've moved on for good reason. They found other shit that they're entertained by. I'm honored for the fact that they came and they saw maybe once or twice or a couple times or maybe for a portion of time. But it's y'all who I owe this explanation to the most, and who I am just forever indebted to and just grateful to have been able to share so much of my life with, so much of the lives of other people with you, with. Probably messed up saying all of that. And if anything, you know, there are people who have been a part of After Prison Show who are doing phenomenal. Dave. Shannon, I'm sure, at least I hope she is. Haven't talked to her or Dave in a long time. Cody. Banky. My homeboy Connor. Reggie Barnett Jr. He was just, featured once or twice. So the list is pretty long of people who have been a part of this thing at one time or another, or at least had a story or a video shared here, who are doing amazing after prison. And I'm honored for the opportunity to have been able to introduce y'all to all of those people. And I wish all of those people nothing but the best in life and success after prison. This joint got so long that I had to start filming again. I'm wrapping this up. Thank you all. You guys mean more to me than you'll ever know. And I'm not gone. I'm not dead. I'm not done. This isn't goodbye forever. It's just see you later. Whew, that stings a little. That stings. I'll be around, most certainly over on Joe Does Stuff if you want to keep up with me any more than here. But more than likely, I'll probably test out a live stream or two and, see if anybody wants to rock with that. And if they don't, you ain't got to tell me. I can take a hint. I'll pick up on what you're putting down. Yeah, buddy, I will. I wanted to share this bit of an explanation with you guys. I felt like you deserved it. You deserve to know where I've been at and what's been going on, especially if you don't watch Joe Does Stuff. So I hope that I was able to clear the air a little bit and explain myself. And I'll leave it with that. Hey, look, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did so, please leave a like and a comment letting me know exactly what you thought about this. And as always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted, and make the most of every day. Peace! Almost got choked up there. Almost did.